everybody's got a different journey to St. Michael's. For all I know, you might have been born here, but what is your background and how did you find St. Michael's?
Well, I was actually born in Jersey, raised in Delaware. When I was in 1976, yes, I moved here because I had harness horses, and I came down here for a job and met my husband, who was born and raised here. And so we obviously we had a lot of connections. His parents were alive. We'd be here regularly to visit, and then after they passed, we kept the house, and now we're living in that house, extended it and stuff like that. But I owned we were in Southern Maryland for several years, well, about 30 years, because of the job situation.
Right.
Have two kids, four grandkids, and they're the best. And so when we retired, we've been here full time for three years. We were here, weekend warriors for years and years and years. So
have you been civically active?
Yeah, over on the Western Shore, over in Southern Maryland, I was in the chair. I was active with the Chamber of Commerce because I owned a business. And actually, one year I was the president of the chair. I must say was actually considered the chair of the Chamber of Commerce in Charles County. Also was on the Humane Society board. Other smaller business groups I was active with.
You were supposed to relax in St. Michael's. You were what was the moment where you decided that you wanted to get involved?
Well, I've been going to meetings and watching what was going on, and I just figured that I can help. There was a lot of stuff that was going on that I think we need somebody that has a little business background and stuff like that. Because right now seem like they're spending a lot of money it's taxpayers' money, not they're spending it like it was theirs, and I'm like, no, can't do it. So it kind of upset, so I figured I'd run and see how it does. I am on the planning commission here too.
Was there a particular thing that just tipped you over and said, I'm gonna have to get involved?
It was a process. I had several people asked that I consider doing it. And then my husband and I talked, and I was like, I guess I need another project,
I live in Easton, and so I consider myself a foreign correspondent when it comes to St. Michael's. But I do feel like there are emerging for me kind of two different points of view. One is that St. Michael's has grown too large. The challenges have been too overwhelming, and that there has to be kind of a redefinition of growth in St. Michael's. And others, many in the business community, have said this is the business of St. Michael's, is to be the tourist center that it is, and to make that easier for those who want to help build that community.
We've been here, like I said, I've been here since '76, so I've seen a lot of changes. When I came here, there were obviously the restaurants and stuff like that, but there also was hardware stores and gas stations and Acme Market and things like that. So it has done a complete change from what we've seen. Some for the good, some for the some for the best. So it's a small town, and it is a tourist town, which is one of the things that we enjoy them a lot about. But they've had problems ever since we've been here. My father-in-law was he was a commissioner back in the '80s. Okay, and I remember hearing all the issues and stuff like that from him, and they're just different people now, So it's growing pains, but I think we're going to continue with growing pains as long as different people are coming and going. And it's been fun. I mean, it's fun. I mean, a town, I don't know how much more it could grow because we really are just within so many feet of, we have Talbot Street is us, and where it ends is, I don't know whether they'll ever annex any area or something like that. I don't know whether even that's a plan. So,
the other thing that has come up recently is the interest in and how much an institution like the Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum should support the community. And of course, the friends of the museum state very clearly that the museum is a major contributor, both in real and intangible ways. Others feel like there should be more contribution to the town than there is now. And I'm asking all the candidates their thoughts.
Yeah, I know there's been talk of a pilot plan because obviously we can't tax them because of being a nonprofit. The police force would only be probably about 5 police officers if we were just a non-tourist town. The cost of the other 3 is coming out of the taxpayers' money right now to keep enough police officers in town to. And I'm sure there's other things. There's maintenance of the town, trash pickup and stuff like that that's being charged to the town, not the museum. So yeah, I do believe we need to sit down and talk to them and see if we can come to mutual agreement. But I know that people have tried before. So I don't know what the board. I think we should need to talk to the board and see what we can come up with as a good proposal.
And the last thing that I've been noticing in many towns these days, Oxford and Cambridge being kind of examples, is the issue of transparency. And, whether or not you feel, for example, St. Michael's is doing all it should be doing in the name of transparency, and what you think is important to go forward with. I'm running on the plan that is transparency because we need to work with both the business and the residents. People need to be able to have contact, know what's going on. The town does do a pretty good job by recording all the meetings, so you can go back and look at them and stuff like that. So you don't have to attend everyone. But with there's been a few things that kind of like, whoops, wait a minute, how did that happen without anybody knowing it? Yeah, have they been perfect? No, but I think it's important to really make that a major thing if I do make it in office, is make sure people do have the option knowing what's going on. Okay. This has been really helpful, Bonnie. We always want to save time for you to talk about the things that maybe we didn't cover, the things that you want to do if you're elected to office, and some of your priorities. What are those?
Well, one of the priorities is that they spent $3 million to buy Boundary Lane. I really like that they bought it. It was a good investment for the town and stuff like that. But they took the money out of our, for a better word, emergency fund or whatever. And there is no guarantee that's going to go back because they did apply for a grant that's 1.7. We have a chance of getting it, but if we don't get it, we're $3 million short. I think that money needs to start to be replenished back into that account. That money came from when St. Michael's Utilities was sold to Choptank, and it was $14 million, and we're now down $3 million. I think we need to address the fact that we need to have some backup, and maybe they should have taken a loan versus taking the money out of that account. Yeah. So, having a balanced budget and having the savings that we need in case for emergency, I think is really, really, really important. We lived in La Plata when the tornado came through 22 years ago. And we know the amount of work it is if you do have a major catastrophe. And I would have never believed it would happen in La Plata. So if it could happen there, it could happen anywhere. So, yeah. So that's because we need to make sure that we are fluid and have the backup to help us if we do have a problem.
As I've told other candidates, thank you for throwing your hat in the ring. It gives me encouragement that 7 people in St. Michael's are running for the commission seat. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. And nice meeting you, and talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you.